Hi, and welcome to my life in overcast, slightly raining, not very, but slightly, Central Texas. I'm Kismet, the feral grandma, and I'm still recovering from the vacation we took. It's not like I got horrifically injured, but it took a long while before my legs started feeling better. I just had some muscles at the top of the right leg. And granted, those are long muscles. They reach down toward the knee and everything. But they just weren't losing the soreness. That's okay. Walking as normally as possible is important for improving the condition of your legs. You could have a sore knee, a sore hip, a sore ankle, a sore foot. Walk as close to normally as you can. And if you need ibuprofen at the end of the day, don't feel too bad about it. I am, once again, parked outside of the Shaolin Kung Fu and Tai Chi. Had an uneventful drive down. Except for, it's a good thing my windows were up. Somebody cut over in front of me on the tollway, which is 80 miles an hour at the best moment. When they're speeding, it's worse. But I thought they were going to rip my front bumper off. Haven't got much of one to start with because it's an Xterra. That's okay. I'm not feeling my best, but I'm here. Which beats everyone that's still on the couch. I've said that before. If you're doing something to feel better, if you're doing something to be more active, then you're ahead of everyone that's still on the couch. At some point, the little dog is going to figure out that it's raining again and go nuts because I'm not there, but he'll live. He is at home, safe and warm and dry, and I'll be there soon enough. My stomach's a little bit off. We ate eggs earlier. I might be better off if I don't eat eggs. Or egg whites, I'm not sure which. Might have to do a little experimenting and see which, if I need to just quit having eggs. Now, typically I'll eat eggs with no problem. But aside from checking them for cracks, I think I might be the only one in the house who checks the 3-digit date code. And it's coded by the numbers of the days of the year. So February 2nd would be 033. 33rd day of the year. Because it's 31 days in January plus 2 more makes 33. Which would mean those eggs were produced in a big retail facility on January 2nd. And then typically you'll see them in your store about a week after that production date. That's as soon as you'll ever see them in my stores. Or the stores around me. I'm not so completely loyal to any one store that I'd call that my store. They all want to act like they are, but they all will rearrange the entire store because somebody somewhere decided that, hey, we'll get people to buy more of random stuff they don't really want anyway if we get them to walk past it by putting the stuff they do want in a different spot. Don't let anyone tell you that's not why they do it. That's exactly why they do it. They want you to walk up and down more aisles looking for what you want, hoping that you'll try store brand whatever the crap, or select a shred paper towel because you can't find any that are full sheet. I'm going to buy full sheet. If they're not going to have it in the store, I'll get it on Amazon. If you need a link, I got links. I'm not an Amazon affiliated anything, but there's things I use. And I like the kitchen garbage bags that have 4 flaps, one on each side. You put it in the can and pull the flaps down over the outside. But they will do more good. Yeah, for one thing, those drawstring bags, the drawstrings break. And if the drawstring doesn't break, then the top edge of the bag, where it's doubled over and sealed down, that'll rip. And if that's ripped, then the drawstring doesn't do any good anyway. Oh, we want you to buy this. I don't want that. I'll tie up garbage in much smaller bags and put lots and lots of different little colored bags in the bin instead of a drawstring bag, because that's what the store brand makes. The ones I like are Glad Quick Tie. They still exist. And pollen and dust exist too, and that's what's been getting in my eyes for a week and a half easy. It's springtime and it's been cool and rainy, so things keep blooming. Oak trees are doing what oak trees do. I guess that's one of the pollen releases, or I don't know what they have. It might be a resin, it might be something. But everybody is rubbing their eyes and being uncomfortable. And I could do with my water. I'm amused at stuff lately. Some stuff is less amusing than it is just notable. My grandson wanted little rice molds for making onigiri, rice ball makers. There's a rectangular one if you want to make spam musubi. And he looked at it and said, square. And I said, rectangle. Because it is a rectangle. And then his mom starts kidding him about going back to his kindergarten teacher. Wonderful, wonderful person. The other two, of course, are triangles. One smaller one, one larger one. But you can put some crab salad or some spicy tuna or something in between thin layers of rice and press it with the mold until all the rice is sticking really well, and whatever you've added is going to stay where you put it. And spend a lot less money than buying these from next to the sushi at the grocery store. And kids and their parents are arriving for the children's classes. Snacks and water bottles in hand. One of my friends just crossed the parking lot trying to explain to his child, roll up the bottom of your pants, because these are made in a variety of sizes, and children in children's classes, they get the sizes that they're closest to. And if that means the pants are a little long, you turn up the bottom. Should not be difficult and intense, but apparently for some kids it just doesn't sink in. It is so cloudy. I wonder if that's contributing to my being kind of sleepy today. I cooked and ate some eggs earlier. And I did laundry. That's pretty much it. My daughter was cooking for the hooligans when I left. And I gave my husband the heads up that I would be stopping at the store on the way home. So I won't be in right away. Older grandson thinks he has located the leak in the cooling system of the car his mom drives, which is also the one he takes to school. I need something to do in the mornings. I really do. Because if I get up and leave the house, that will reinforce my circadian rhythm. Keep me in tune with the daylight hours. That is something that helps a lot of people. Also, somebody had viewed a video. I don't know if it was a replay of a live or if it was just a random carnivore video. And they wanted to know if carnivore would help with brain health recovery. Their friend had had a stroke or something. I think they said a stroke. And they were trying to find out if it would help with recovery. Now, brain health is a difficult topic because if you can find something that is helpful, it is incredibly slow. Neurons last a lot longer than blood cells. I mean, blood cell, a few days, 3 months, whatever. I mean, if you get a cut and that blood cell leaks out of you, it's not going to sit there alive for the next 3 months. It's going to be gone. And if you have a stroke or other problem that causes tissue failure of health in the brain because blood flow is interrupted, then that is why the brain goes haywire when it does. And it takes, if you can find anything that will bring anything back, if you can recover health in those tissues, it still isn't going to be the same. I used to love to read. That's gone. I still can read. I just don't feel like it. Maybe I need to go back further and get me some comic books or something. I don't know. I still like movies. And I still like some TV shows, not very many. I never have been a huge fan for TV. But I was saying in my reply to this person that brain health recovery is very, very slow. So, while carnivore diet does provide you with the saturated fats that your brain needs, I mean, it's made of more fat than probably any other tissue. Your endocrine system uses more fat in the production of the hormones, the insulin and all that, but there is very little structurally that uses more fats than brain tissue. And that's saturated fats. You won't get what you need from canola oil, or corn oil, or peanut oil, or any of them. I mean, you'll get a little bit from coconut oil and avocado oil, and that's a little from, I think, olive oil. I'm not sure. But I don't know if those are actually useful to your brain the way the saturated fats from meats are. Meat provides you the protein for the structures and the collagen you need for your joints and all that stuff. But the lipids that are the lipid shield on each and every cell, and the lipids that are in the structures of the brain tissue, and the lipids that are in the protective layers on the neurons, I mean, that's all from meat. And anyway, I spelled it out as good as I could. It might help, but it is so incredibly slow that it might take a long time to see the difference. I did not try to launch into all the other things that might improve along the way, because those are incidental to having your brain back. That's at a level that no one can stress enough. And there's a kid going. Dad leaving with kids. Other kids arriving. Everybody's getting here for their classes. Anyway, somebody was glad to get a reply, so that was nice. They sent me a nice return message and thanked me for the information. They're hoping they can get their friend to give it a try. I hope it works. It's doing wonders for me. Yes, I still want my cane sometimes. Be walking along and all of a sudden my right foot goes off to the left somewhere and then my left foot can't go forwards. I was in a grocery store trying to make a very careful turn around in place. Pivot one foot, then pivot the other foot, and then straighten yourself up. And what I managed to do was to trap one foot in between the other foot and the base of the refrigerator cooler I was going to get something out of. You know, those big upright coolers that let all the cold air spill out on the floor. It wasn't even one of those with a door on it. It's the kind they put the cold cuts, the pre-packaged cold cuts in. But I was happy to get that reply. My wrist is still sore. But we will probably be doing the sticks again tonight. Same ones we did on Monday. But if I can do it without the added support of having loads of purple tape all up my arm, that's cool. If I have to use the tapes, it's pretty cool that I can get it in purple. I like purple. It's getting a little warm out here. I'm going to gather up my stuff and get inside. Y'all find something healthy. Eat something healthy. Do something healthy. Give advice on something you know. I mean, I have not personally done all the studies on what it takes to help your brain recover. I just know what it's like to be in recovery mode. And it sucks. If you can help someone who's trying to pull their brain together, that's great. And if someone's not completely immobilized by what has happened, playing on swings, by the way, is one of the options that helps rewrite stuff in the brain. I don't know why, but sitting on a swing and swinging, if you can find one that'll fit you, that's reasonable, safe activity. Just keep it low, keep it not too intense. Swinging is good for brain tissue health. Do a puzzle, learn a language, learn an instrument. Play a video game. These are all things that help. And no matter how many things you do that help, it's still going to take a long, long time. Alright. Grandma loves you and wants you to be well. I also want you to be decent people. So, take care. Bye-bye.